Lecture 47, Unbalanced Three-Phase Circuits. So the objective of this lecture is to understand the cause of unbalance, the behavior of current and voltages during unbalance, the role of neutral, and the types of unbalanced systems. So what is an unbalanced system? A system is said to be unbalanced if the load connected has different impedances. That means that ZA is not equal to ZB is not equal to ZC, or the second case can be the phase voltages are not equal. But generally we take this case as we say that the supply is almost always balanced. So this is a star connected with a neutral point, and during the unbalance, IA is not equal to IB is not equal to IC. Therefore, IA plus IB plus IC is not equal to 0, but rather it is equal to the current flowing through the neutral. The phase currents relation is simply I is equal to V by Z, and since Z is different, that is ZA, ZB and ZC, therefore IA is not equal to IB is not equal to IC, which can be seen from the corresponding phasor diagram. So here the magnitude is different as well as the angle between each phase current is different. So second one is delta connected system. So this is a delta connected system. Here there is no neutral, therefore currents will keep on circulating inside the delta itself. So the effect of unbalancing, so it leads to voltage fluctuation, heating, reduced efficiency, or possible equipment damage. So let's solve this question to further understand the concept. Here the three impedances of the load are given, but all three are different. So it is a star connected load, and the first impedance is 8 plus J6, the second one is 6 minus J8, and the third one is 10 plus J0. So we are given that there is a 400 volt supply. That means that line to line voltage, that is the voltage between two lines, is 400 volts, and we need to find out phase voltage, that is this voltage, that is line to neutral voltage. We need to find out phase currents. So phase currents are the currents flowing through each phase, and we need to find out the nature of each phase load. So step 1 is to calculate the phase voltage. So since line to line voltage is 400 volts, we know that phase voltage is simply VL by root 3, so it comes out to be 231 volts. So since we say that the supply is balanced, so we will say that the 231 volt will be phase A voltage, the 231 angle minus 120 will be phase B voltage, and 231 angle minus 240 will be the phase C voltage. So calculating the phase currents, we know that formula is I is equal to V by Z. So ZA is 8 plus J6. In polar form, it comes out to be magnitude is 8 square plus 6 square under root, and theta is tangent inverse 6 by 8. So in polar form, it is 10 angle 36.87. So current comes out to be 231 angle 0 divided by 10 angle 36.87, and that is simply 230.1 angle minus 36.87 amperes. Similarly, phase B, the polar form is 10 angle minus 53, and the current is 231 angle minus 120 degree divided by 10 angle minus 53. This comes out to be this value, and phase C will be 231 angle 120, which is simply 231 angle minus 240 divided by 10 angle 0. That comes out to be this value. And in order to add these values, we have to convert into rectangular forms. So these are the rectangular form, and when we add all the values, we do not get a 0 value, rather we get 15.99 minus J 15.11, and this is simply the neutral current, whose magnitude is given by under root of 15.9 square plus 15.1 square, that is 22 amperes.